Welcome in, everybody. We've got round 2, and this is an interesting round 2 because Vivy, who I have in the blue here, Vivy, he beat Viper 2-1 to start off his group. That was unexpected. People did not expect it to happen. And the additional narrative is that he beat Viper on this map when Viper was playing as the Bengalis and Viper tried Fast Castle. So do you think, Mem, that Dragonstar will have the balls to try it? Or is it all a bait? Is it all mind games?
Can be both, right? It can play with this. Yep. And the question is, what you will do if you were in this situation? By the way, I have put Dragonstar as a red because he's on teal.
Perfect.
So I don't know if in case that I say the color, I put blue and red. I mean, he need to check the map. And if you check the map, what you want for this strategy is the stone. I would say that the berries are in okay position. The goal is at the back. Is the stone in a good position?
No, not really. It's very exposed. It's at the bottom of the hill. Kind of a weird thing about that stone, though, is it's not too easy to tower it because you can't tower on the hill, on the downhill. But I'm excited. Dragonstar might choose to just play Bengalis normally because they get the additional vills when they make it to the next stage. But truthfully, the Vietnamese are just a better overall civ for a map like this. Their economy is very strong. Their units, like Fire Lancers and Cav Archers and Archers, are good as well. So if I had to guess right now, Mem, I would say that Dragonstar is going to YOLO this and take the risk and try a Fast Castle.
Okay, let's see what is going to be. Amberkev is doing right now. I was a bit distracted because there is some problem with the sound in my stream, and I'm just checking. You hear me perfect, right?
You're good on my end, yeah. If you need to do any testing, let me know, but you're good on my end.
No. It's fine. I was just a bit distracted because some of people was telling that the sound was not good in my channel, but I hear you perfect and I hear everything okay. So I will just find out myself without, in case that you see me a little bit quiet in some moment. I don't know what happened, but when we cast together, you or me always have some issue.
There's technical difficulties, man. That's just how it goes, though.
All the time.
Like, things will be completely fine for me, and then, for example, I had Dave visit me in person this week. First time he's visited in person in 7 years. And then my internet just decided to be horrible. Just horrible the whole time. And we couldn't do a proper stream. So just technology sucks.
And the problem is that the viewers can know that we do nothing different.
Exactly.
It just happened. Like, I mean, we don't, and we cannot even fix it.
Yeah.
Because it's just suddenly not working for whatever reason in the worst moment. And it happened. Anyway, it's gonna be fast. I think he's preparing for it. Look where he did the house, Dragonstar, in front of the stone.
Yeah.
I guess he will try. I mean, why not? And it's a very dangerous strategy if it's working.
Yeah. Now I know Dragonstar prepares a lot, and I know that players that he has trained with and players that he has worked with also have been working with this strategy. I think Dragonstar has actually trained with Phosphorus, who is the guy who started all these Fast Castle builds. So if anyone's going to have the build down, it will probably be Dragonstar. To be honest, when I've watched Viper do it, I think Viper's builds are a little bit off. Like he likes to go with the flow and he likes to adapt, but there is actually a very rigid build order for it. So I would guess that Dragonstar, because he's not as fast as Viper and as experienced as Viper, he probably is going to have the better build. We'll see.
You mean yesterday or in general when he has been doing this strategy?
In general, yeah, in general, because I watch a lot of Phosphorus games, and I just think Viper's builds are a little bit different, but maybe that's normal when you're not a standard Fast Castle player, you know?
Oh, okay, so you are a fan of Phosphorus, right? I got a podcast with him, and he told me that he's a friend of you, you know, and he was, Tristan likes this kind of stuff, I'm sure. He loves this kind of things as well, and really, he can do it with any civilization. I don't know how it's, you know, in a different kind of level, right? But, it's just talent, right?
Look at Dragonstar.
Talent as well.
Dragonstar is sending a villager to the right side. And I wonder if the game plan here for him is to take the gold there, like maybe take those 2 foxes and then put a villager on the mining camp. But the build is not designed at all to mine gold right now. The goal is to mine the stone and then sell the stone. So he's definitely going Fast Castle. And Vivi's going to do the same exact thing he did against Viper and bring the 3 villagers forward here.
Oh, but what Dragonstar is doing, he see it, so he's gonna send now village to try to do what? Or he's just gonna wall in front? Okay, I was thinking that he was going to try to fight those 3 villages forward. To be honest, Tristan, if he's going now to fight those villages, how many villages? I mean, look at the distance Vivi has to send more.
Yeah, that's true.
It will take them and not letting him make any archery range.
Well,
he's so far.
but
it's not like you are going in a Socotra map, Tristan. Go on.
Yeah, well, the other part of it, though, is you need your villagers working. So even this wall time right now, all these walls and the villager off to the side, this is working against your economy. And the build is designed to be pretty much perfect with your villagers always working. So we'll see. Vivi placed the tower on the stone. So far, this is exactly what he did against Viper when he beat Viper doing it. He goes for the tower on the stone. He then goes for archers. There's not much Dragonstar could do about that tower. He could actually fight it back, but he might need to shift his game plan a little bit once the tower completes.
Yeah, well, he can go then to the other stone. I mean, he's super forward, but he's out of the range of the other tower, because otherwise, what is his plan now? He doesn't have the really resources to make the strategy.
I think he's deviating. I think he's going to deviate now. That's what Viper failed to do. Viper was so committed to the stone, and he just got stuck. I think what we're seeing from Dragonstar, who is housed right now, I think he's going to use this forward Vilmem, and it's going to be like a forward monk siege push, honestly. That would be my guess. There's no other reason the villager would be walking that way, and he's already left the stone. But, oh, man, Dragonstar needed that house. We talked about this. He's not quite as quick as some of the other players. And now Vivi's just going to walk right in with the archer and the scout and get some harassing on the berries.
Yeah, well, you talk about the monk rush if we reach Castle Age, because at this stage, with this, and he's mining a stone, I like a lot how Vivi's just... I mean, Vivi doesn't care, Tristan. He just say, okay, I'm going to go forward. I'm going to go aggressive. I'm just going to try everything to try to deny because I know what is coming. And right now, Dragonstar... Well, he will have the resources to go castle, so maybe you're right. And he will try to, with that village forward, to do something. Village that is moving in a suspicious way to go home, because probably he clicked all those idle villages and send it back home.
That's exactly what it is. It's either that or he sees the foxes. The foxes are actually kind of nice. It's an element of the map that we haven't really talked about, but yeah, he's just maybe accidentally sent that villager home. And this has been... So far, you could just see that this is a risky strategy, right? Like, there's a reason you haven't seen people do it. And hold up, now he's going to the stone with pretty much all of his economy. What is this, dude? He's gonna have 24 vills, and he's gonna have 20 of them on stone. And Vivi sees it.
Well, with 24 villages, he might have the stone to make the castle, you know?
At what point, though, is it too many vills? I feel like 20 is probably less efficient than 12 because of the bumping, but there he goes. He wants the castle. I was wrong. And Vivi sees it all, and Vivi's still surrounding him with army here.
Oh my god. Like, is what you say. There's no literally a space to put all the villages to mine the stone.
Man, there's a reason... like we said, I knew this series was going to be chaos, and casting with you is such crazy energy. I'm so glad that we're talking together for this series right now, because this is insane.
Are you calling me crazy in a nice way?
No. In a nice way, not in a mean way.
In a nice way. Okay. Well, you know that I'm getting a little bit older, you know, and the craziness is, you know, you will see in London that it's getting lower, you know, the energy is just... It's just getting lower. And after that ladder with the Red Bull, with so many Koreans games, no energy anymore. You know?
Yeah, I understand
no
that.
energy anymore.
Well,
goodness.
listen.
Oh, man.
Listen, same story as what happened before. Vivi has punished this pretty nicely so far. He's got 2 towers up on both stones. Yep. He's killed a couple vills. And his economy is okay. There's still a problem. If he ends up being up against a castle, the Ratha could absolutely do some damage. But so far, it's just... so much work for Dragonstar. Look at this economy. He's chopping straggler trees. He's just hoping to get enough wood to sell and then buy the stone. Well, the archers just go through for Vivi, and he'll actually survive with some of this army, and Dragonstar cannot get the stone memb.
Yeah, well, he needs 100 more. He needs 100 more right now. Look how he's selling everything. He doesn't have anything to sell anymore, but he's trying. He doesn't take any resources at all. The thing is, with all this chaos, if you make the castle, Vivi's still in problems.
Yeah, it could be. You have to get the castle up. You have to make Ratha immediately. But then the issue Viper had was he got the castle up, and then he couldn't make any Ratha for the first 2 minutes. This is so good for Vivi.
Yeah. Well,
I think like
looks similar.
Yeah, Dragonstar's gonna get to the castle, but Vivi, if he can just get to Castle H, he's collected almost 2,000 resources more. I mean, he's in such a good position right now.
Okay, the question that I ask to you here is, these strategies are kind of starting to become predictable. Does really Dragonstar don't have any other potential strategy to do to beat Vivi? Because, especially when we saw that this was the second last game from yesterday.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
Vivi know exactly what's going on. Like, if it's happened in the first round and then they go in round 5, okay, maybe he forgot or he's not thinking, but it's exactly what he got yesterday.
Yeah.
So he might be prepared.
Well, that's the surprise to me. Like, if you see your opponent beat this, to then try it is crazy. Vivi's doing the same things. He knows this castle's going to go up, but he dives underneath the town center again. He's sniping the villagers. Vivi is designed to stop this strategy. This is just perfect, mem. That's 10 villager kills now, and it's 17 villagers for Dragonstar. Reminds me of Viper's villager count. And
that's the same, I would say.
And he can't even take. He wanted to take the woodline and the gold tier, and he can't because the archers are underneath the castle, and there's no murder holes.
Yeah, well, it's incredible how well positioned has those archers exactly where he has to be. Because those archers, if you move, they're dead.
They're dead.
But they are in the perfect spot to deny the goal.
Yep.
Which is what he needs.
And
GG, man.
Dragonstar calls the GG. The chat filter in our game somehow bleeps it, which happens from time to time.
Maybe Tristan don't want to be here a drama boy, you know, but maybe he didn't say GG, you know, and maybe he put something else. Don't mention, okay? Just let your mind think about it. You know?
I don't think he said F you.
No, nothing. I'm not telling. Man, you don't have to say everything. You let the people imagine, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you because my GGs have been bleeped before. That's just the stupid chat filter. Apparently, the Age of Empires audience is too young and too innocent to ever see a GG.
Tristan, excuses. You put the same too.
But, man,
anyway,
what a great job from Vivi to punish this again, right? He did the same thing. Super early towers. He denies the stone at a really good time. He went for the archers. That I know it because Vivi has beat it twice now. It looks like the strat should never work. But we have seen this Bengali strategy terrorize people on Arabia at work, and Vivi made it look easy. What a start. Game number 1 goes to Vivi. Vivi now has 3 wins of 4 games in Titans League. Vivi's looking good. Vivi is going to want more of them. Dragonstar, he's going to need another strategy here. And again, whether it works or it doesn't work, you got to respect Dragonstar for playing off meta mem. This is his first pick on the draft. He goes for Incas here. And with Incas, he builds the barracks early, and he is going to make militia. His goal is to just punish Vivi's woodlines, use the eagle, and use the militia to kill as many villagers early here.
And honestly, Vivi is a player that I think he suffers if he feels the pressure. The most confident he gets, and he's probably having that margin in the group stage that he feels that, okay, I'm going to make it. I think he's going to play even better.
Yeah.
Like when he has to win because he's at the limit, he kind of panic more.
Yeah.
But Vivi is a very dangerous player if he's confident. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, no, I agree. And what better way to build confidence than the first game? Like, and also, Vivi knows, like, in terms of the career and whatnot, he's the more accomplished player here. So he's got the confidence from that. And then the first game, he could be thinking, like, how dare you think that was going to work against me? I killed Viper with it. Of course I'm going to kill you with it too. And look at the scouting from Vivi. If he's prepared, he should know, because I knew, and everyone knew who watched Dragonstar before, that he would do this. And he scouts the barracks mem. So he knows he's already walled up his woodline a little bit. So far, I think it's just perfect for Vivi that he's aware this is coming.
Very nice. I don't know if this is going to be worthy. It's true that since you don't have a base here that you can put farms around the TC, well, he's doing some nice walls here, Vivi. Has to be careful. I prefer in this map mobility civilizations with the scouts, Tristan.
Yeah.
I mean, Incas is fine, but there's a big distance. And the scouts seems you have to put the farms away from the TC. I feel that they are going to pick villas every single game. So I don't know, Kitans and those civilizations. It feels to me, or the strategy that they are doing popular with these fishing ships in the TC. I don't know what you think about that strategy as well.
I agree with you, but you got to get there. And Dragonstar, this is a build where you have to look at a lot of different things, and it's tough to keep your villagers producing. And he just lost a villager memb to the elephant he was bringing in. So the complicated aspect of the build, it has hurt him here. And when you build the barracks, you need to then chop these straggler trees to get enough wood to build a lumber camp in the future. So all things Dragonstar needs to plan on. More militia coming from Dragonstar, though. He's got 2 more on the way.
Okay. I'm surprised that he's doing more and more. Well, he's trying to keep him on that hole, right? Like, don't let him to go to the middle. And maybe that can work. I mean, he will still have a lot of food maybe here. It's true that he cannot probably make a meal, but
so
I don't know.
The aspect of the build which is very deceiving is because you have to build houses on the outside, they're always going to be attacked by the militia and downhill. So they actually go down very quickly against 5 militia. And if Dragonstar has this right, you can still have a very competitive feudal age time and then upgrade these to man-at-arms, which means you can deny the berries, which means you can deny the farm space. So this, I've seen this work. Right now, we're just waiting to see if Dragonstar can get any more damage than attacking houses. It's not the most exciting damage.
Yeah. I mean, he's taking some wood, but nothing else. And you don't want to really take the risk with those militias to dive in, because if you put the village on the TC, they will die.
Yep.
But he's gonna take just houses here, and Vivi will go up. The question is, it's Burgundians. There's no question. If you just make some Flemish militia, might be fine, but this is already 5 militias. I know that the Flemish militias are very strong, but you need some resources to make them, Tristan.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have now.
Yep, you need access to gold. Also, I've seen a lot of players placing these lumber camps, which is safe, where Vivi's placed his, but that is not going to last very long. And Dragonstar's got his lumber camp on the front. He still has food underneath the TC. And Dragonstar could click up to feudal age pretty soon here. So I like what Vivi's done. He's held. He's probably done everything he can, but I think this is definitely going to lead to man-at-arms for Dragonstar.
Yeah, let's see, because he's not up yet. So he will have to go up as quick as possible. He's doing all the mill. Gonna take the berries. He still have some food in the back, but he could go up. Look how many villages. Yes, he's just unqueued those villages now. I'm gonna go up. Gonna be rough for Vivi. Go on.
Yeah, if he didn't lose the villager, this is a very clean build. Every aspect of the build has been awesome. He's getting enough gold so he can snag man-at-arms. And he's sending enough to that lumber camp in the middle. He's got a very close eye on Vivi. He just continues to attack the houses. This is all preparation from Dragonstar. He knows that this is forcing 2 villagers to be idle. And that Vivi has to just consistently sit there and repair. And there's no other easy place for Vivi to build the houses. And Mem, you said Burgundians are good with scouts. Well, guess what? You have to go for the archery range now. Because you're up against this many militia.
It's forced to do that. I mean, it will do skirmishes, but honestly, with the amount of militias, he's doing 2 more.
Yeah.
So with the amount of militias, potential men-at-arms, I will do definitely the +1 armor 100%. And then those skirms will never kill those militias. Or, well, men-at-arms in a moment. He's doing a tower. Well, look at that smart tower, actually, to take the goal. I like that tower, Tristan. It's the only option here for Vivi.
Yeah, it's a tricky tower, but, you know, if it completes... Dragonstar can still range that gold with his own tower. A lot of times with Dragonstar, he's going to bring a lot of pressure. He did just lose a villager. He doesn't have a loom right now, so he loses one to the scouts. But if Dragonstar sees that, maybe he chooses to try and tower that mem. Because if he denies that gold, Vivi's completely out of gold then.
Well, he see it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I am on his point of view for war, and for sure he can see it. There's one archer, he's going to go back, and he need to send villages forward, especially... with Incas, that is also cheaper to make towers.
Yeah.
Why Tristan is not sending villas to make a tower there? Because I think it's a must, especially with 7 men-at-arms. Are you going to lose the villages forward if you are with 7 men-at-arms at this point?
Well,
Definitely
I mean, there are other positives too, right? You have cheap skirmishers, so you can add an archery range and have cheap skirms. Vivi's scout is weak, so skirms can move forward pretty much no problem. You've denied the additional berries. Vivi hasn't had that. Dragonstar's got 2 mills right now, so he's got 5 villagers on each berry area here. This is a build order, which is pretty much been perfect from Dragonstar beyond those villager losses. And like you said, maybe you could get armor, and maybe you could even think about diving this tower. But Vivi, I gotta applaud him again. This has been extremely chaotic strategy. He has survived so far. He's on the archers, and he's got bow salt too. So I think he'll have wood problems long term. These are some tiny wood lines, but it's been a fun game.
Yeah, but Vivi is being super smart. He's just not taking any time more to go for the stone. He's mining the stone, so he will try to make another tower, probably in the wood line.
Yeah.
Forward, maybe.
Yeah.
Just to set up in the middle of the map, in the mangrove area. And then from there, he's starting to produce militias. Those Flemish militias that are so tanky, very cheap, and they produce super fast, Tristan. And from there, Burgundians has become how one unit can change a civilization so much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because Burgundians was never a peak in this kind of maps because it was a slow civilization, because it rely on the eco upgrades that you do it early, so then it's slow. But now, with that, it's a completely different civilization.
Yeah. Yeah, it really adds a lot to them. It's a very cheap unit. I think what also makes it strong is you produce them very quickly, and you don't need an upgrade to get to them, right? Like Man-at-Arms, you have to research an upgrade, which takes a bit of time and resources. But this is where your economy can fall apart, right? You have to start to add farms soon. The berries are going to be gone. Dragonstar's got 2 farms. Vivi's got 1. But Vivi, he's going to counterattack. Dragonstar, I'm curious on this, man. He doesn't see the army. And if he doesn't see the army, he should recognize that he needs a tower. Okay, he might have just saw it. Okay, he saw it. Yeah.
He saw it.
Nice job from Dragonstar.
And he can see that. Yeah. He see it well. If not, it could be game, because it was going directly to the woodland, and it will kill a lot. Now he has a lot of army. He's only 1 village behind. Dragonstar has more army, and with fletching as well, he should just fine.
I like this from Dragonstar. He also pulls 3 of the Man-at-Arms to still go attack Vivi, so he doesn't chase with all of the army. But also well played from Vivi, because now Dragonstar's not pressuring his base. So he's going to tower up. He's going to play defense. And for now, Dragonstar's Man-at-Arms and skirmishers are still just defending, basically. Vivi's towers look good. His wood line is still the biggest long-term concern. But I think the towers are going to go up. And still no tower for Dragonstar.
The big problem for Dragonstar is the balanced economy now. He's started to make farms a lot, but 22 on wood. Now 4 on food. It will have a little bit more because he's spamming farms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Vivi's been collecting food for much longer time, and now he has another tower on the left. He's kind of securing all his base, and little by little, that's going to benefit in long terms, I guess, to Burgundians. He has also, he didn't make yet Horse Collar, which is definitely not a mistake. With so many things going on, you easily forget, but Horse Collar also is being cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't know, what you prefer here in this position? I mean, Dinka still have those cheaper units, and it's spammy units, but...
Well...
Really, and Vivi forced now to be able to see goal.
I just love how Vivi's controlled the game with this army. Like, this army never wins the fight against Dragonstar, but he's been able to run away. Finally, Dragonstar's going to cut him off and get some kills. But this is, even if Vivi loses this fight, I think this is a lot of valuable time for him to work on his economy, to have some time to set up his base at home. But it's close. I mean, farming is awkward on this map. There's only 7 farms for Vivi. Dragonstar's woodline is getting attacked. Ooh, but he does have more farms behind. This is what I mean, though. Because Vivi has that other army running, Dragonstar's now exposed on the woodline. So beautiful job from Vivi. It's exactly what he wanted. And he gets, what is that, 4 villager kills now.
Why Tristan doesn't have a tower here?
Agreed. Agreed.
You have a stone. You have a stone in the woodland even. You can put 2 villages on a stone, no more. While Vivi has 5 on a stone and doing towers every time he needs. He has 3 towers, while Dragonstar not a single one. And that's the real difference right now.
I think a market is going to be helpful for Dragonstar as well. The 18 on wood. I know he is walking over and seeding these farms, but that's going to take some time. I think both players could use the market. There's Vivi now. Vivi's got a different problem. Vivi's actually got a lot of gold, so he could just buy the food to go up. But look at the army difference. 21 army versus 7. Dragonstar needs to use this army offensively instead of just chasing Vivi around the map.
Yeah, because otherwise Vivi will jump into Castle Age much faster with no army, yes, but if you don't attack, then the Castle Age units and those Flames Militia will be, if I'm not mistaken, 8 attack already in Castle. He's even doing a dog. I feel Tristan Dragonstar is starting to make so many things at the same time instead of focus on one, while Vivi is just focused on going to Castle Age probably soon.
Yeah, Vivi's just like, come on, chase me. This is exactly what I want. This is now the 3rd time in a row.
Yeah.
Dragonstar's got another army he needs to clear up. And yeah, if Vivi is able to just go Castle Age with all the time he's giving himself, this is perfect. So Vivi is running away. But we got to say again, Mem, the reason Vivi can do this is because of the towers. If he didn't have the towers at home, Dragonstar would go forward and he would kill Vils. But because everywhere in Vivi's base there's a tower, the Dragonstar feels he has no choice but to chase this army because he can't do any damage.
The other thing, Tristan, he's chasing with all his army. Why all his army?
Yeah.
Half of the army chase and the other send to attack because he's sending 20 units, now a little bit less, to kill 5.
Yep. Agreed.
7, like.
Yeah.
And now he's up to Castle Age, Vivi.
Yeah, Vivi's on the way up. Vivi's looking good. He's collected more resources. He has more villagers. If he can get a castle up and make Coustelier, that would be a perfect unit here because it's pretty much all skirmishers and a couple infantry units for Dragonstar, which is just not good enough against the Cav. Again, Vivi running to the corner. Dragonstar will find him. Dragonstar is forward now with the Man-at-Arms and the Eagles, but Vivi's got the walls up still. He falls back with the Archer. Vivi's playing really well right now, Mem. Very well.
Yeah, Dragonstar is going to go up to Castle Age now, but maybe it's going to be late. We know how good Mr. Yo, Vivi, they love the castles with the unique units, Kongs, ladies, the Coustelier in this case with the Burgundians. And as we were talking in the start, you start to put Cousteliers here. He sell even the stones, so there's no towers, not going to be able to defend anything at all. And the Cousteliers are gonna raid everything. And the biggest problem, when you have the castle now, Vivi's gonna be protected. So how are you gonna make damage now to Vivi?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's been interesting to see. Vivi's just happy to not take any risks to go to the middle. He's just played super safe. I think eventually he will want a town center on the wood line, but here he comes again. More army from Dragonstar. Vivi defends. House walls are up. He'll send villagers into the tower. This is enough where Dragonstar can't do any damage again. Makes it look super easy there, man. This is not easy. None of this is easy. We've seen Dragonstar he gave Sito problems and got a win. And Sito almost lost some of those games. And there goes Vivi with the castle. That's a perfect castle spot.
But Vivi's playing very good. Like, not mechanically only. Like, strategically, and how he's just forcing Dragonstar to make the decisions he wanted.
Yep.
Which is great. Yes, now the castle, protect everything. Obviously, the next steps will be one TC in the middle on the mangrove area. Maybe that the stone in front with the wood, right? To have a safer wood. And from there, it's true that he has not a lot of army, but, well,
look,
still is now. And,
look at the walls for Dragonstar. This is such a complicated wall. He's got walls everywhere, dude. He's got walls around his starting TC. He's got walls in the middle. I guess he needs them. I guess they are important, but that's a lot of work to focus on right now.
It's double arena.
Yeah.
Now, Tristan. Arena at home, arena in the mangrove area, right? It's double arena, man.
Well,
okay.
there is
he's gonna wall it.
There's a demo for Dragonstar on the right side, so if anything comes over, he'll kill it. That's a 2 HP knight. I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to ask you, it is worth? Well, it didn't check. Probably was also in attack or defensive position. The demo, and he just hit without probably notice.
Yeah.
On the right side, and that's the problem. You wall the whole map, but the Custodians and the Knight is still there.
Yeah, when you try and wall the whole map, it's very likely you're gonna miss a spot, and that's what happens. That's a nice quick wall from Dragonstar, but there's still a Knight coming in on his wood line as well. It's the same theme, man. Like, Dragonstar is just chasing. He's had more army for the last 10 minutes, but he cannot catch Vivi, and this is the mobility of, well, Vivi, because he did just have archers. They're not very mobile. Just excellent control of the game.
Yeah, it's doing very, very well, like very, very well.
And you feel
Well, I mean,
like a god too, man, because you're just like, oh, he's chasing me every time. You honestly feel it's such control as a player when you are taking no damage and he's just simply chasing you. And there's a dock up for Vivy now. We might see a demo from him and the second town center on the wood line as well.
and now expanding to the south as well. So he's going all over the map. He's going all over the map. He's playing very well, like really, really well. I think the only option here for Dragonstar, it's true that he's only 3 villages behind. All that being said,
Yep.
But he has 9 villages on a stone. I would love to see a crazy castle forward by Dragonstar. He has so many units, so many pikes. Skirmishes is not really upgraded, no Vodkin and no elite skirmishes, but you need pikes and monks. Is what is the army he need right now?
Yeah.
Why no monks?
No, he just lost a couple pikemen to a demo in the north. Now the units just break through the wall. The demo's actually following from Vivy. Vivy is expecting pikemen or villagers to be around here. Here comes the demo on the amphibious terrain. Vivy's got some military units in there that he could boom against. He's trying to get over to the skirms. Dragonstar sees it, and 2 units sacrifice themselves, but well played from Vivy. It's so nice.
You know what happened with so many years casting, Tristan? I try to hype less the things because the most I hype, the most they fail. The caster cures, I have learned I'm going to be like, I'm not checking the demo and so on, but, checking in a more quiet way because, man, we always destroy these moments and damn it.
Yeah.
It could kill a lot, but it was for the archery range area, so it was very, very tight spot. And, +2 armor for those pikes. Definitely nice, but a couple of monks here will be crucial to stop this. He has been chasing Vivi for the last 31 minutes.
Yeah, the whole game. It feels like. But
exactly.
it's a masterclass from Vivy because it is every time Dragonstar wants to do counter damage, he actually can't. Like, look at Vivi's base and tell me where you can attack. You can't. There's a tower everywhere. There's a town center everywhere. There's a dock. There's a castle. It's now impossible. So you have one choice. And the only choice you have is to defend and clear up his units. And then hopefully you kill those units. And then you can maybe go to Imp or something. But I could not be more impressed with Vivy. He seems so confident. He's trying to get the relic in the middle, which gets rewalled. But he's just got units everywhere, Memp. And 71 villagers against 57 with 2 relics already. It's a perfect game. 3,000
resources collected more. I mean, Burgundians, when they are with the economy going, not many civilizations nowadays can stop them.
Yeah, agreed.
Honestly.
Agreed. It's just hard to get to.
Very powerful.
It's hard to get there. And he got there now. He's so confident. He's got a monk going on the south, the bottom, to go get that relic, which is crazy that he thinks he can do it. He's breaking now into the middle. He got the War Galley upgrade, and he's making more demos. We could see some big hits, Mem. So maybe it's time to actually start to hype it up here.
Don't tell! Okay. Now you can tell because it's 3. With 3, if we fail with 3, we stop casting, right, Tristan? I mean, we cannot fail with 3 demos here, and he's not walling everything. Oh my god! Now he can make a massacre. This is why you bring me here, right? For hype this moment, so let's try to hype this. Mr. Come on! Okay, too much. You see what I'm talking?
But I mean...
Right now with the demo, and he's gonna take... Now he can kill a lot.
I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's exactly what people want to see. Well, forget the demo that hit the house. That was unintentional. But Vivy just simply feels like he can make no mistakes right now, Mem. He's snagging the relic that we talked about on the right side. His units got crazy value. And Dragonstar is forced to tap out again. Vivy, so far, 4 wins out of 5 games in Titans League Season 5. And there will be one more game here, which is on his home map as well. So... Dragonstar has not been able to create any chaos against this guy. It's been impossible.
I can understand it for this map, Dravidians, but why Dravidians in general is being still that big that much? You still also agree with them that they are very good? Because for me, I feel they are overrated and they lose a lot. Their win ratio is very bad in tournament.
Well, let me ask you this. At what point of the game do Dravidians become bad for you? Right away?
When they created.
Okay, right away. Okay, I was hoping you would say like I was hoping you'd say Dravidians were bad in like late Castle Age and beyond. And on this map,
good. I mean, they can be good. Tristan, they can be good in the start. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I can understand that. But if they fail in that opening, they became so one-trick pony, unidimensional, they just die.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you brought that up.
I have seen multiple, even Hera or many other players, very strong, that they have crazy army control. They didn't have tools to do anything with them in a knight monk's aggression.
Yeah. Well,
they die.
I'm glad you brought it up because I think that is also what has happened with Dragonstar in the series, right? You think Dravidians, if they don't win early, they die? Well, guess what? That's been the same thing for Dragonstar, both games. So it might actually be good for him then, right? Because like you've got early bonuses, you have the infantry discount, you get the extra wood, you have the fishing bonuses. That works until Castle Age, maybe. And so I think he's got to have an advantage. Both games, he's been way behind when he makes it to Castle Age. So with that in mind, I like it. More along the same line, more conversation on that, though. I think Dravidians are really nice for this map because of the not needing to build the house right away. So you can insta-dock. You start with the fishing ship, which is unique to the map. So you don't need the house, which means the second fishing ship comes out faster. And then the extra wood is really nice for like full army play through the middle wood lines. So I think I like Dravidians, but I agree at a certain stage, it just becomes super awkward to not have knights and to not get redemption monks. You definitely hit a wall.
It's true that they added husbandry, so they could do more light cast if they have to fight against monks and so on and try to snipe, but people are still not really using a scout with this. I think it's feel awkward to do then with this civilization because it's not designed for it.
Yeah.
But we will see, because the opening is good for Dravidians, but is the opening good for Malians? It's good as well, with all the discount they have for this kind of hybrid. Well, this is a nomadic map, but also hybrid because the water is important. Malians feel so smooth to play in this map.
I don't know if you realized, I changed their colors again because they rotated their colors. Sorry for any confusion there. I got Vivi back in the blue, but yeah, Malians are good too because all their buildings are discounted. You spend a lot of wood on this map, so I like both civs. I think what separates this from other maps that incorporate water is where the wood is located. Usually on Cross or Four Lakes or islands, like you have safe wood long term, but here that hill in the middle and the big wood lines all being there can mean that even if you lose water, controlling the hill can win you the game. So I think Vivi's base is not so good because his wood line next to his TC is very towerable and it's not as big as Vivi's wood line is. Sorry, Dragonstar's wood line. Dragonstar has more trees there, so that's good for Dragonstar, I think.
Also, it's a small detail, and the location of the TC is a bit better for Dragonstar as well. You have
the
TC
exactly.
in the big wood line.
On the other side of the gold,
while
too.
Vivi has in the other. Yeah, in the other side, exactly. So the gold is more protected, really more protected, and you can move from there easily. But let's see who is going to get the initiative. The question is, are they going to go full water in the start, or they will go for a barrack early here, and then use maybe a couple of galleys? Because that's probably the two possibilities. Don't think they will go for a fast castle, which is a third option that would be, in my opinion, risky to take.
Yeah. You could, if you want to go fast castle here, because usually what people do is they go archers, and they'll never go scouts. Sometimes they won't even do man-at-arms. You could go like double Siege Workshop Scorpion with Dravidians, but I think Vivi, you have to stop going for something that's too risky against Vivi. I think Vivi thrives in the chaos there. So I'd just like to see Dragonstar play 5 to 7 fishing ships and play full archer, full skirm in the middle of the map and just go for numbers. His micro's not as good as Vivi. He's got to just pressure Vivi all the time.
Okay. Let's see what's going to happen. He's doing the Larricam now on the wood line. He has 5 fishing ships, both flyers, as you can see. You were talking about the wood discount. The wood discount, the wood bonus for Dravidians is 200 wood. But if we think the discount for Malians at the end, it's going to be similar. Adding all the wood that is discount for the lumber camp, for the houses, for the dock.
Yep.
Might be more or less the same. And then you got also the village, they drop more gold, 10% more. So Malians overall better units and better bonus.
Okay, I think I might know what Dragonstar is going to do here. I could be very wrong, but I think his plan, he scouted the dock from Vivy. I think his plan is a forward dock right next to Vivy's dock to pressure that with fire ships.
Well, he's coming with the village, so
yeah,
it has to be that. It has to be that. Or a forward barrack to make militias close to the to his base. But militias here is risky because, you know, the wood is so close to the TC. So what you can harass with the militias, not much. So it has to be the forward dock.
Yeah. Interesting detail. Vivy just moved that cow back to his TC and it disappeared. Did you see that? There was that one cow he forgot. He just clicked it back to his TC and it disappeared. I'm wondering if he'll notice that, because that should tell him it has to be a villager. There's no scouts on the map. No reaction. He didn't pull any villagers, so I don't think he knows. And Vivy's doing the same thing in the north. Yeah. Vivy's doing the same thing. Yeah. Wow.
Well, that I love it, because both will lose the water and then we can focus on the land. Love it. Perfect.
But look at Dragonstar. You know, Dragonstar's sending another villager to the north. He's going to go for another dock too. Wow.
Oh, wow. Well, that's going to be completely lost the water, right?
Yeah.
And even more now with this. Wow. Look at Dragonstar wood he has right now, and he will get 200 more. He's going to have so much wood. Yeah, about the detail to don't see the buffalo gone, at this stage of the game, probably is harder because you have set up already, you have economy. If it was earlier, you might notice that now it's a lot more complicated. But there is double dock as well for Vivi.
Yeah.
How crazy is that they both are doing the same strategy, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly the same strategy.
The thing that is better for Dragonstar is that he has Vivi's dock surrounded. He has a dock on either side of it. So that's really nice. I think the key here, once both players recognize what's happening, is they need to move their fish to their forward docks to keep them safe. And that's tough for Vivi to do. But if Vivi goes that way, Dragonstar's got a dock there already.
Yeah, and the problem also is that Vivi has only 3 on goal. You have 3 dogs already. He's not doing a galley at home, while Dragonstar is having a galley at home. So he's going to be able to defend and save the fish. So the position is, in my opinion, now quite better for Dragonstar.
I agree.
Also, he has trapped those fishing ships with 1 dog on the left, 1 on the right. It's better than 2 dogs in the same spot.
Let's see what Vivi does. Okay, so this is exactly what we said, right? Vivi realizes, I've got to get my fish forward now. Dragonstar's fire galley is going past, though, man. Okay, he'll chase 1. And now Dragonstar should realize the same. He's been outnumbered. He should also click his fish elsewhere. A lot of adaptations needed. This could go a bunch of different ways, but they're both going so heavy on water. We haven't seen a barracks or an archer range or any of that yet.
Yeah, because and when you go that heavy on water, it can be very, very snowball if you give up, right? Because you are spending a lot, and then your opponent will have the fish, you will lose everything.
Yeah.
You need to fight for the water.
Agreed.
You need to fight for it.
Vivi's fish are going to be safe, at least for now. I think so. He's could block with the fishing ships there. He should, and block that fire, but he doesn't do so. And Dragonstar will have more fires coming this way. Dragonstar's fishing ships also relocating, also moving right now. So holy boats, mem. This is going to be crazy amount of fires here.
Yeah, but it's starting to be better economy for Vivi. Look, with so little village on goal, Tristan 3 on goal, he managed to have similar numbers, and he has double the village on food. Double the food income right now, Vivi. And in the long run, that can affect a lot to go for the next stage. You can see how the resources in the bank right now is much better. And well, let's see how it's going to keep going. Obviously, if you lose the water, clearly that can compensate. But even if the score is better for Dragonstar, that's about exploration, I'm sure. I'm checking the fog of war. Yeah, it's exploration. It's exploration from Dragonstar that he has explored the whole map.
Yeah, I gotta say, I doubt we're gonna see another game where there's a fish swap. Like there's a fish base trade. Like we'll probably see 10, 20 more stranded games this season. We'll never see this. This is pretty wild. But the transitions, man, off of water are key. And we have a stable from Vivi in the middle already. So he already had the barracks. He's going for a stable. I don't know how many scouts he'll make, but even just 1 scout could be very nice just to see what Dragonstar's doing.
Yeah, I think it's for exploration, honestly. His resources are looking so good.
Yeah.
Tristan, 600 foot right now in the bank. He's still trying to micro in the north with those 2 fire galleys. He's gonna move to the docks because he has 3 more, and then he's having fishing ships. So, well, let's see what's going to be.
I think it's funny Vivi still doesn't know about this 1 dock. He's placing a mill there. And there's a dock right next to it. So he'll find out soon. Demo for Dragonstar in the north will... Ooh, not exactly get the hit he wants, but that's okay. Vivy, he seems very comfortable here, man. But I could be wrong. It could be because he's won the first 2 games. But he seems to be playing very patient again in the north. Just being happy with getting some fish. He's not investing into water as much as Dragonstar. Dragonstar's got 8 fires with 4 more in queue. Vivy's got 6, and he's stopping now. So he's thinking about land.
He's focusing on the land.
Yeah.
Yeah. We said the same. He's focusing on the land. He will. Oh, pity that he has 199 stone. You know, look.
Yeah.
199 stone, so he cannot sell the other 100. You know,
That's
to
because,
go up right away.
That's because when he built his starting TC, he deleted it real quick because he wanted to reposition it 1 tile. So that's how he missed out on 1 stone. But that's a big deal too, because like you need 100 stone for a town center. So that's really awkward in Castle Age.
Yeah, but now we have to explain to the viewers why this is happening, because people might be confused. Okay, resources collected more for Dragonstar. Vivi with less is going up much quicker. Why? He has invested a lot less.
Yeah.
Also the bonus for the gold drop off more, but he invested a lot less. Yes, Vivi lost 6 units to only Dragonstar, but how much he has invested, and his macro is definitely not at balance as Vivi it is, and that's why he's going up already to Castle Age. And now, yeah, you get the water, but how do you stop now? The castle transition from the Malians here, Tristan?
Well, the positive for Dragonstar is he knows that there's a scout for Vivi because he lost his 1 villager. He's killing all the fish, and he can now, if he fully wins water, he can have 12 fishing ships. He could have a crazy fishing eco himself. So he'll land the demo down here. They both trade some demos, but there's a lot of red dots on the shoreline, mem. Dragonstar will start to add fish. Dragonstar needs a market right now. He needs market, sell his stone, buy some food, click up. There's food underneath the TC to take too. I think Dragonstar needs to control the middle and prevent a siege workshop from Vivi here.
Yeah, but he's not thinking on going up. He's just spamming army. Archers, spear, he's even doing fletching right now. I don't think that Vivi will be able to go right away to the middle. He will need to do some army. So I guess that... Ooh, Blastbeat even now. Vivi's at the limit, you know. Like he
doesn't have a lot of resources.
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He will need the siege workshop, probably Tristan at home. He doesn't have the loom, by the way. So careful with those archers, because Vivi doesn't have the loom and the archers are coming. Obviously, he's gonna make the loom right away now that he's in Castle Age. But well.
It feels like the number one thing Vivi wants to do here is try and kill the fish. But his docks are under pressure. And Dragonstar can fish in a lot of different locations. He doesn't have to fish anywhere near those docks. Dragonstar killed a villager. He's up 15 eco. He'll see his opponents in Castle H. But this is some good pressure. And there's no army here yet for... Oh, God, for Vivi. But the town center's there. And Vivi's going to quick wall it. And the town center will kill it all.
Yeah, well, it wasn't so many units still, but you need it. Imagine if now... Well, he doesn't know what we do, right? But imagine if now Dragonstar come here and make a tower. Like...
Yeah.
Vivi right now has nothing. Literally nothing. 31 dollars, 4 army, 35 population. He will deny the wood and the gold because he can't see it. But now the economy for Dragonstar is floating. And I told you at the start of the game, Dravidians are amazing, Tristan. Amazing. The best civilization in the game.
Well, if there's fish everywhere and they win the water, they're pretty damn good. Yeah. But if you ever need a knight, it becomes a problem. So it's important for Dragonstar. He has lots of spears. He has lots of archers. Vivi, he wanted the siege workshop there, and the siege workshop's not gonna it's not gonna complete where he wants it. So nice job for Dragonstar. Even just delaying that siege workshop is huge.
Yeah, he's gonna make now really at home. But now we are going to be in that position. You know, I'm really glad this is happening. Obviously, the advantage should be massive for Dragonstar. Is he gonna be able to finish the game? He has so many spears, archers, he's even doing the +1 armor. And gonna have the combination of a lot of spears and archers, potentially crossbows and even pikeman upgrade. Vivi is having 2 knights and he has the siege workshop at home. In theory, Tristan, Dragonstar has a big advantage.
Yeah. Man, how many times have we seen a player... We don't know if it's over yet, but how many times have we seen someone lose the first 2 games and then their 3rd game is the worst they played that day? They fall apart mentally. And they can't deliver. what a response from Dragonstar, because the last 2 games were pretty, like, it was all Vivi. And now he's been able to find a response, knowing that every game matters. He's denying the wood line. He's defending his own base. And when he reaches Castle Age, his resources are going to be insane.
Yeah, but it's the first game that Dragonstar is playing meta.
Yeah,
Like real meta.
Maybe.
This is a meta game he's playing in here, so he's playing good. Like the first one was trying to make the weird strategy. And okay, we can call it meta, the previous one with the Incas. No, he did a barrack early with so many militias, then he was kind of chasing the units all the time. This has been a standard opening. So playing a standard, he can win the game.
Yep.
Or he can be in a good position to win the game.
And he can upgrade everything too.
Now.
Sometimes you have to choose 1 or 2 units. He can go crossbowman. He can go war galley for the navy, which is honestly unnecessary. I think he's already won water. He could also go for pikemen because the upgrade's cheaper for the Dravidians. So this is all without the market. He's just now building the market. So this is awesome. He'll also deny the monastery on the right side again.
You know what I like?
So good.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tristan, that we have seen already, this is the round 2 for the tournament, but we have seen already some early resigns. I don't know if you have mentioned it, and you have seen, and you know what I'm talking.
Yeah.
I like Vivi, Yo, ACCM, these kind of players. They keep going. I mean,
Exactly.
You know that they're going to see 1,000 score difference. Okay, going to keep trying. It's a $64,000 league. Let's not call about if it's a tier tournament or not. $64,000 the platinum, and then you resign right away. I don't understand.
No, I agree. Especially because like in a best of 5, maybe I understand because there's more games, right? But like here, every win counts just as much. So I agree with you, and also part of it could be the Civ too. Maybe in Vivi's mind, he's like you were before the Dravidians actually looked good. And he's saying, oh, you know, the Dravidians are horrible. Mem told me the Dravidians are horrible. So maybe he can clear this up because Dragonstar doesn't have good monks. Dragonstar can't make knights. And there's scorpions and siege coming. And Vivi needs a big shot. If he lands a big shot here.
That wasn't even a good micro. He lost that one.
Yeah.
Well, now he's starting to be in a position that even Vivi could tell that, hey, this is unwinnable now.
But
he's gonna keep trying because he thinks that Dravidians become weaker and weaker, but now the advantage is starting to be massive. 8 villas more, 21 army more, a second toll center as well. And this is the position where I'm telling you, one stable for Dravidians will be also fine. You make few light caps and then you snipe the monks.
Yep, that's
and
fair.
even the scorpions of the siege, you know, like why not? You have a huge advantage.
Dragonstar,
look.
Dragonstar just needs to be careful. I think the one thing that he's missed, there's the stable. The one thing that he's missed is actually his own siege workshop.
Oh, okay. Well,
nice micro. Nice micro. He loses 1 pikeman. That's fine. He has the monk there for the knight. The knight will have to pull away from Vivi. The Vil count's actually
at the limit, but he keeps trying.
Yeah, the Vivi,
He's close.
the Vil count, not the Vivi count. The Vil count's actually kind of close, and the army can work. If there's one push that can snowball a comeback in AoE2, it is Monk Siege. And that's what we've got here. And look at all the eco around this monastery for Dragonstar. It's so difficult to play this map when you lose the middle hill. And he's starting to lose it, but he is counterattacking now, and I don't think Vivi sees it, Mem.
That's a very good one. I like it a lot. When you have a lot of army, try to... Oh! What?
Vivi noticed.
Oh, yeah, he noticed.
Yep.
He noticed right away. He noticed right away. Okay, he has double stable. I told you one stable was a no. Don't need two. Like, okay. He's taking his own, the monks now, but he's not light cat, but the scout. You kill it. Kill the monk. And it's incredible. Just look how crazy population, Tristan. And you feel, I mean, we know this game, you know, we have played a lot and we have casted even more, right? And we feel that, yeah, Thanos says he have the advantage, but he's struggling to finish the game.
Yeah, it
feels that who's having the initiative is Thanos, but now he's doing elephants.
That was so good, man.
Okay.
He used the scouts. The scouts took care of the monks. Now he's making the elephants. So many people would make the elephants and then see the monks and then add the scouts. But that's beautiful from Dragonstar. His crossbow micro is good as well. That's 3 mangonels down for Vivi. And his whole push, all of his monks, all of his siege is dead now. Maybe some time to breathe for Dragonstar. We see the 3rd town center now. This might be his win finally. after that engagement. That was everything Vivi had.
This is honestly all I want to see during the group stage. I want to see always 2-1.
Yeah.
I hate the 3-0s, like
Yep.
those 3-0s and fast and so on. Please, no. 2-1, I mean, it's better for the league and better for the players as well. The 3-0 is kinda, it's definitely not gonna help in your confidence. GG and Dragonstar did the job, and the Dravidians took a win. What I told you, Tristan, we say something about one civilization. Oh, this civilization never get wins and so on. Bang, won.
Yeah, I'd like to point out for people who are watching this later on YouTube that Mem spent at least like 4 minutes talking about how bad Dravidians were before that game started.
I love you too.
I just
love you too.
I would like that to be on the record. But no, we talked about it, right? Like they have a lot of early bonuses. It's the better civilization if you could get control of the fish, and it's a very good map for the pikemen and the archers. I think for Vivi, quite honestly, he thought he was going to surprise Dragonstar. He had no clue that Dragonstar was going to do the same damn thing. And in hindsight, I think instead of adding the stable for Vivi, because he had no food, I would have liked to see archers early. Dragonstar had no archer range, no barracks. If Vivi goes double range archers after losing water, maybe he controls the wood line. And maybe that does more than that scout did. But easy for us to say.
Honestly,
easy for us to say.
No, but it's a better option because the bonus this civilization has is exactly wood gold.
Yep.
So it's also smoother to go. You lost the fish, so you don't have water, but wood and gold you are gathering all the time. And if you have the opportunity to make that faster ballistic with Malian, it's definitely going to be a lot better because what he did, Vivi, is to sacrifice the water to go as quick as possible to castle it. But then you have to think like, hey, what resources I have? He was having only wood and gold, so I agree with you. And I think the archers would be better. Obviously now it's easier to say, but that's why we're here, to analyze all this. And about the Dravidians, now that you point out to the record on YouTube, there's one thing to be stubborn, or with great and strong personality. I have a strong personality. I still don't like Dravidians.
I mean, hey, I appreciate that. Too many people will change their opinion based on what's happening and they don't commit. No. So I appreciate that.
I commit. I don't like Dravidians still. I mean, the strategy Vivi did, it helps also to Dravidians quite a lot, let's be honest, Tristan here.
Yeah. Well, so one more thing on that, and then I'll have to let you go, Mem. But remember that point of the game where Dragonstar pushed that villager out of the middle? That was the key.
Yeah.
Because Vivi wanted the scout to see what was happening. He was maybe going to make 1 or 2 knights. He understood he had no food eco. But 1 or 2 knights with siege and monks in the middle is huge. And he got pushed out of the middle by Dragonstar's archers and spearmen. And then the push was like weirdly on the side. So I think that was the key of the game. And that's just, again, full credit to Dragonstar because he had to still worry about water. It wasn't like Vivi completely gave up on water. He still went for War Galleon fires, and then he knew the key. So that makes things very interesting in this group map. I'll see if Liquipedia is updated here, but things have gone very well for Vivi so far, I would argue. After 2 sets, he'll have 4 wins, which is really nice. And he's already played Viper. So he'll be 4-2. He'll be, for now, top of the group. That might change later when Sato and Mihai play. And then Dark and Viper play tomorrow. But Group D is like, I have no clue what to expect from some of these players, Like Viper's probably going to improve. Yeah. But Vivi was playing better than I thought. Dragonstar will always get at least 1 win. And he's going to have good strategies. So it's a wild group.
I think Dragonstar will be happy to stay in the Platinum League. If he can get into the playoff, it's fine. But a 4 position like he's right now, I think he will be happy.
Yes.
In this group. And then the others, well, I guess Viper and Sito still should be the favorite to get there. And then Vivi the third, in theory. That's my guess here. But Mihai is very strong. And just look what he did against Dark.
If you had to predict this group, whoever wins this group, who would you say?
We have to still give some credit to the Viper because yesterday I felt that he was like, okay, I'm being sick. I've been playing the first round. It's been delayed a little bit because he was sick. And he was just trying 3 fast castles. Like, do you see Viper trying 3 fast castle every single round from now on? I don't think so. And honestly, I think the Vipers will win the group still.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, fun drama, though, to remember from last Titans League season. Viper did not win his group. And part of the reason he didn't win his group was because Dark beat him 2-1. And that's who Viper plays tomorrow. So Dark's done it before.
You remember.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. But no, I agree. I think Viper should still be the favorite in the group. But we'll see how good Mihai and Sato look, because Mihai's 3-0 over Dark. I know Dark can be kind of inconsistent, but it looked very well prepared. And Sato is very strong as well. So I could see Viper not winning the group, to be honest. Maybe falling into second place.